Aloha, I'm Elle,
I'm Megan.
and we're here to share with you some herbal information.
Today we're going to be sharing about the 4-substance tea. It's also known as Si Wu Tang, and this is a classic Chinese formula for building and nourishing the blood.
It's great for anybody that's feeling low energy. Indications include paleness of the skin, of the tongue, as well as a purple tongue, because as it nourishes the blood, it also moves the blood.
If you experience PMS, any kind of menstrual disorder, if you're fatigued, this would be a great tea for you.
This formula is great to take in the beginning of your cycle, days 1 till about ovulation. And there are other herbs you can add, but these are the top nourishers. So these 4 substances include the herbs Shu Di Huang, Chuan Shang, Dong Gui, and Bai Shao.
These are all main players in this formula. One of the main blood builders is going to be Shu Di Huang. This herb is very dark and rich in color. You can see how nutritive it would be, and it's very indicated in the cases of yin deficiency, when there's not enough fluid and things are a bit dried up.
Especially kidney and liver yin deficiency.
And you could see here at this herb is Chuan Xiang. It actually looks very similar to Dong Gui over here. And this is a good blood mover. If you're finding that you have cramps and stagnation during your moon, these 2 herbs are the ones you're going to want to work with in order to get the blood moving, get the flow going, so we're not experiencing the pain and discomfort.
Chuan Shang is also great for headaches. Any type of headache it's indicated.
So Dong Gui, this is a very special herb. Dong Gui means the state of return. Most women know about it. For hormonal imbalances, there is the head of the Dong Gui root, kind of like a carrot. And then you've got all these little tails that come off of the root. So the bigger parts of the root are going to be the head, and that helps tonify and build the blood. The little parts over here, these little tails that shoot off, those are going to have more of a cleansing and activating action. And then the last herb is going to be Bai Shao Yao. It's white peony root. And this one is great for liver as well as spleen. What I find it doing is really calming and soothing and nourishing the liver. When you're making this formula here, it's going to vary on the dosage based on what you as an individual have going on. You might need more of the blood moving. If you find that your moon is maybe dark and clotty, maybe you experience cramps, you might want more of that blood movement. If you have more of a pale complexion, if your fingernails are pale, the inside of your eyelids are pale, you're going to want to work with building the blood. So you might want to up the dosage on the Shu Di Huang, the steamed Romania here. And the Bai Shao Yao is great for soothing the liver yin. So altogether, these 4 superstars are going to help regulate the menses and build the blood, as well as move the blood.
So we're going to show you here how to make the tea.
We're going to start with Shu Di Huang, and I have here the Shu Di. Like I said, it's very dark and rich in color. And we're just going to go ahead and add this to our quart of water here.
It's already boiling.
This preparation that we're doing here is called a decoction, and what that means is that you're really cooking the herbs and having them on a low simmer to extract all the vital nutrients from them. So we're going to go ahead and add just a little pinch of the Chuan Xiang. Your dosage is going to vary, but here we're just going to do a standard formula. The Shu Di, you're going to have about 9 to 15 grams. The Chuan Xiang, you're going to have about 3 to 6 grams. The Dong Gui, we're going to go about 9 to 12 grams, and we're going to do a good mixture of the root, the head of the root, Dong Gui toe, and then the little tails of the root, Dong Gui wei.
And the beautiful thing about Chinese medicine is that it is custom tailored to each individual.
So last we're going to add some Bai Shao, and Bai Shao you're going to do about 9 to 15 grams depending on whether your liver and spleen really need that extra support. It's quite a bitter and sour herb, so we're going to do about 9 grams here.
And while you're experimenting with these herbs, it's great to smell them, interact with them, get to know the spirit and which ones are the best medicines for you.
Reasons not to use this formula: if you are experiencing a lot of blood loss, whether it be acute or chronic, you probably wouldn't want to work with a blood moving formula and look more towards the hemostatic formulas. This formula you would also use with caution during pregnancy and I think digestion issues as well.
Yep. If you're having any loose stools, or if you know from your Chinese medicine practitioner that you might be spleen qi deficient, it's better to try a different formula.
So now we've got all these herbs in our pot of tea here, and this is going to simmer on low for a good 20 to 30 minutes. And once you have these herbs simmered, you can always strain them out and do a whole nother batch. The decoction will be weaker, but you really want to utilize the best of these herbs. And you can combine both batches to make one big batch, store it in the fridge, and warm up throughout the week as needed.
It's great also to have a lid too, so you can catch all of the fresh oils coming off from the steam. There are also other options for this formula. If the cooking is too much for you, you can find it in a powder or even pills. But the varying degrees of potency, the tea is going to be your strongest bet, and then the powder, and then the pills. Thank you for learning with us today. If you're here in Maui and you're interested, feel free to come to the Dragon's Den, check out these herbs. If you're not, check out your local apothecary and see if they have these herbs to make Si Wu Tang, or maybe even other herbs you might be interested in.
Thank you so much. Aloha.
Aloha.